better get our technical difficulties situated.
Discrepancies handled.
But basically, what's going over? You go get the scripture again.
All right, Psalms 58:4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear.
Yeah, and they don't want to hear nothing. They do not hear nothing because all these wars, all these things that are going on, they influence the people, but the people don't ask for that. Nobody asks for America to be bombing and doing nothing to nobody unless they enforce that threat. I'm talking about the American citizens. American citizens don't say, why don't y'all go over there and shoot them because of the war going on over there. You know what I'm saying? American citizens do not, basically at the end of the day, they're not enforcing the military will, okay, unless that threat is obvious. Just like 9/11.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That made the public say, go in there. But besides that, they're like, no. Just like with Obama, after Bush, Americans were tired of going to war. You know what I'm saying? They ain't say they're saying they want their troops back. That's why they're doing that shit on the vines. That dumbass shit. They are pushing on the troops coming back home, but Americans steady pushing the troops out of there. Okay.
Yeah. Like the brother was saying, what the public sees is we out of Iraq, we out of Afghanistan. But what they not seeing is we about to go into Syria, we about to go back to Iraq. We still doing drone attacks in Pakistan and all the other places. So we still over there. It's just America put in front of your face that you're not over there.
Yeah, it's about to be this is the process. The brother speaking on is documented, but they like the brother said, they give you a different image. They got to create the boogeyman. That boogeyman had to build his rep up. So really going back over there in the Middle East is not a bad idea at this point. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I'm all cool with the Most High's process, but I'm saying hypothetically, if I was an American citizen, if I was a 2/3 stupid, dumb idiot that just watched CNN, and that's what it is,
Fox News,
then going into the Middle East is a good idea because of the boogeyman that they created. You know, you got to stop these people because they're starting to get American citizens now. Okay, they're working it.
chopping people's heads off.
Yeah, chop people's heads off. You know, all that bullshit, blowing up buildings full of people. You know, but they do be knocking some people off now. I ain't gonna lie about it. I've seen some videos of an execution, but they do that they use them on C.I.A. ops to wipe out these Middle Eastern citizens, the poor. You know what I'm saying? They use that to wipe out the poor, to whip them into submission. You know, and then they're gonna bring the cleaning crew, which is the military. Okay, so it could be all nice and easy for them to stroll in there and grab the golden chalice and walk right out with it. Okay, they basically roll the marble through the booby trap. And once it set it all off, they just roll in with the army and just clean up whatever is left and just get the golden chalice and walk right out of it.
Like that movie Crossover. It was a basketball movie. The dude had all the moves and all of this and that. He could dunk, he could dribble, he could shoot and all of that. So he was like the stunt double, you know, per se, for the commercial. He doing all the dribbles, all the moves, all the dunk, and then they bring in a little pretty boy who can't do none of that shit, but he just got a good face for the screen, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with that, man. Yeah. He's the better image for what people want to see, basically.
Yeah. Well, it's not the better image. It's just the dirty work. It's that, like, nobody wants to hear about American citizens wiping out a village. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to hear that Americans did that. You know what I'm saying? That's why they got ISIS for that.
We so-called good guys.
Yeah, they're the good guys, so they bring the ISIS in there to do all of the wipe out the main problem, which is the people, and whip them in submission. And once they whip them in submission, then the radicals, of course it's okay to kill a radical, you know what I'm saying? You you know, a person that's got a fucking RPG and ready to retaliate on you, you know what I'm saying, or ready to shoot you. Of course, they're radical, but, you know, the citizens, you know, the everyday, like, what are you doing here? Get out of here. You know, you go into the news and they got them like, yeah, you know, Americans just doing their job. They like, man, please get these motherfuckers out of here. Just do your job. Do whatever you came here to do and leave. That's how the people are on the news, but they just don't say it, man. You know what I'm saying? But they tired of that now. They don't even care about their lives. They want to get to the point they really don't care about their lives. Okay? Go ahead. Finish that up.
Which will Psalms 50:85, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely.
Yeah, the people are charmers, and we are the charmers. We are the we are the charmers. We're the people that's saying, look, man, y'all gonna be destroyed for this. Even though we're admonishing them, but we don't give a fuck. We know they're gonna continue their wickedness. You know what I'm saying? But we're telling them, you keep this up, then you're gonna be destroyed. They're like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Go ahead. That's it for that.
One more. Break their teeth, O Most High, in their mouth.
The ability to devour, basically. Okay? Go ahead.
Break out, that's their military, you know?
Yep.
Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Yahweh.
Yep, that's, like the brother said, that's the military. Okay? Go ahead.
That was it.
And then basically it says break their teeth. It's just break down that military might, and also destroy that sorcery and that witchcraft that they have. Okay?
7
Go ahead.
Let them melt away as waters which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrow, let them be as cut in pieces.
Yep, and them arrows is that bullshit that they're spitting, that sorcery. Okay? So that's talking about that you got the physical part and the spiritual part of it, man. That military and that dogma that they spit, the secret shit that they do. Okay? You got something?
And I was gonna say, ultimately, them arrows is the missiles too.
Yeah,
They're gonna melt away with.
No, that's talking about the that shit that they're talking.
Okay.
Yeah, because the arrow sometimes is dealing with the like the other one. The scripture says they shoot arrows even bitter words. You know what I'm saying? That's like coincide with that. You know, so they're shooting them arrows is basically pointing the finger. You know what I'm saying? Not like an arrow, but it's like that's what they're doing. They pick a target and they hammer it down. Just like the ISIS, they pick that target and they hammer it down and they just play it on the news all day.
Yeah, now
You know?
they trying to say that they right across the border, or they right here in America, and they might start doing car bombings and that. That's them pumping it up to American citizens that, hey, they trying to install that fear that so that they can be justified when they do go over there.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is what we need to do.
Or when it happened over here, then they shot the arrows at the target. When it happened over here, you could just point at the target. That's where the arrow's going. You know what I'm saying? Basically, when they let's reenact it hypothetically. If they would have a car bombing in America with all that ISIS talk, if they had a car bombing in America, you would say it was ISIS. But if they wouldn't have talked about nobody, all right, if they're talking about nobody, no threat, and there was a car bombing, then it's like, what the fuck? The crazy guy. Something they have to make up a story, but by them hammering that, they're closer to doing this, they're able to do this, and then you get a car bombing or assassination of a politician, or it was ISIS. Because they didn't point the finger. Okay? They got the boogeyman, he's almost there. He's at that real threat. Once you go to threaten Americans, and all you gotta do is actually put your hands on it. And Esau is the orchestrator behind it. All he's gonna do is create an event. Okay?
As a matter of fact, Britain raised its terror level to the highest level.
Yeah, their terror level is at the highest, yep. Their terror level is at the highest right now. Okay? Yep.
And as soon as like a car bombing or one of those events happen, that's just gonna open up the gates for martial law, which is already here.
And that's what's going on over here. Yeah, we got that martial law. It's here. It's just it's that virus. Like we said, the virus, it adapts and evolves. It hasn't that martial law isn't airborne yet. Basically, you know, it's spread through saliva. That saliva is an event. You know what I'm saying? An event. You know, where somebody get shot, and it's like a racist event. Now it's gonna get to a point. All it has to do is be a crime or protesting. You know, that's airborne. It's just protesting, walking out, saying we don't no justice, no peace, martial law. But now it's at this point, it's you gotta shoot somebody. Somebody gotta get stabbed. Then it's martial law. You know. So right now it's through saliva and things like that. It's gonna get airborne after a while. But then once it get airborne, it's the chip. Ain't no once martial law comes, ain't no constitution. Ain't no options.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna say this is how we know, this is how we gonna control the people. This it. All y'all getting chipped. Y'all niggas too wild. We don't know where y'all at. We getting tired of y'all shooting all this up. Y'all out of control. Y'all destroying the economy. Y'all destroying the government. If you ain't getting a chip, then you're a domestic terrorist. Basically, you're no longer an American citizen.
Yep.
Okay? I don't care how long you were born. I don't care what school, what street you grew up on. Care what your social security is, you know.
How much charity you gave?
Yeah, how much taxes you paid, none of that, you know. So that's basically it. Going over the secret things that Esau practices, you know. Upon their bed, they think about it upon their bed, and they practice it in the day because it is in their power, you know. You got something?
No.
You know. So with that being said, we're gonna say all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshua and Shalom.
Shalom.